What's up, guys? Random from Hadley Homestead. I know earlier I said I was going to do a chicken care maintenance video. I apologize. I will not be able to do that today. A lot of things come up. Had to get everything taken care of today before I leave out tomorrow morning. Back to Arkansas. I'm sitting out here watching the deer in my backyard. I don't know if y'all can see them. Probably not again. Probably not. I'll go ahead and I took some video earlier, so I'll go ahead and add that on here. But we actually finally have a 6 to 8 point buck. He's out here. Called my co-host Anne Marie, my daughter. She was in her room. I have a little scope that I took off my old rifle before, and I put a new scope on. So I took that old scope and I had it, and I use it for just looking through there, seeing what I could see, stuff like that. And of course, I see him. So I show her, and I tell her this is the reason why we put out corn. We wanted more bucks to come in. We have 6 to 8 does coming around here. Sometimes only 2, sometimes they show up, and other times all of them show up. Today we actually filled the feeder up, put a lot of corn on the ground too, and also we cut some we'll put a lot of corn on there. I'll put a lot of corn on the ground too. I turned up my feeder to where it's 8 seconds now instead of 6, or 5, I'm sorry. So now it spreads out a lot more corn. Get more deer in here, hopefully. And I'm ready. Whenever I come back, I'm taking my daughter on her first ever hunt to kill a deer, or to harvest a deer. Last time she went with me, and I shot a deer. She went with me, saw the whole process. And this year, she wanted to try it. So it'll be her turn this year. Very first deer, and very first deer on this property. So it's gonna be 2 in 1, and I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm ready for this to happen. It's gonna be, yeah. I'm excited. Sorry, I have a buck back there that looks a lot bigger than what another one showed up. But they're not skittish like they usually are. Usually they're skittish. You have to excuse the noises back here. My rooster does not want to go in the cage. My daughter's doing the chicken walk, and it's not going very well. Don't worry about it. So I guess they're gonna stay on the porch tonight. They don't want to go in the cage. We try catching them. We actually have a net. Most people use a leg grabber. We catch them in a net. But of course, they know what the net's for, so they avoid that at all costs. As soon as it comes out, they take off running. Especially the rooster. He does not like it. We've never tortured him. We've never done nothing like that. But we've caught them for whenever we needed to, such as put them in the cage, or such as whenever one of them got hurt or something like that. We'd catch them with that. We never do it to torture them. We never do it for fun. None of that stuff. No, we're not that type. I'm not going to allow my kids to do that. These are animals. They don't need to go through that. Right now they have a better life than what they did. We came from we were living in another town, and we had them in a cage pretty much for about a year and a half. And I mean, I built a big one. It was 10 by 10, 10 foot high. It was big, but in the end we couldn't move it. So they basically stayed there. We put hay down. We put everything down to keep the water down, stuff like that. I think you keep saying that. But we put everything down, try to keep it from turning into a pig pen. But of course, you know, in one area we had maybe, I think, at most 15 chickens, at most, and it still turned into mush. With all them clawing around everything, it was with all the rain, it was bad. So that's when we decided, and so now we're here on our homestead, and we have 11 acres. We let them free range. Let them go get the bugs. Yes, we still feed them a little grain every once in a while. Not grain, but hen scratch. We do not feed them egg laying pellets like we did, because of the egg laying pellets had the 20% protein in it. I feel that it's, since they free range like they do now, I don't have to. They're still laying eggs, still producing eggs every day, 1 to 2 a day. We may not be able to find them all, but they're still producing. They're producing like they were whenever they're on the egg layers. And so it's been a lady. She's going crazy. She hears a deer back there, or she smells them. I'm sorry. And but yeah, they still do good. They do real good. That's all in the diet that you want them to have. You can have them with the egg layer protein, or the I stayed away from the crumbles because it just looked like the dirt, and a lot of times it was just waste. So we went with the pellets. We had them in you can buy them at the Tractor Supply store, the feeders. We had them in there, so we had 2 of them set up, and plus 2 waters, to where we could. They got plenty of water, they got plenty of food. They would go crazy over it. Of course, you know, being in the pen, they couldn't get nothing else. We'd always throw fresh grass in there, which I did not know that chickens ate grass, but they're omnivores. They eat everything, from meat to bugs to grass to the grain, or you know, everything. They eat everything, and it's so it's sorry, I'm getting called in for supper time. But yeah, so like I said, if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button, and I'm promise I'll make some more videos whenever I come home back from Arkansas next time. As always, catch y'all in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.